Welcome back to the after battle commentary. Now I'm doing this video because why not? It was a fun little match. So, for speed of time. Now so there's a couple things I did learn because one thing I learned about free for all is a great way to test new things out. Um, and also test out how capable you can do certain tasks without having to worry. So one thing I did learn something I already learned, but something I decided to use a lot more, is the one thing I always try to do was try to get my scout to chase my deer into my bulwark, um, so the bulwark can kill them. But I realized that if I just use the scout, if I get the scout close enough, chase deer, and have a worker on ready, as you see, you're gonna see it. I think here soon. Right here, I try to do this. I try to get my worker here. And boom, there you go. So already I have a ton of meat. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deer. Each deer gives 400 food. So that's what? That's 2,400 food. So yeah, I learned that strategy. I mean, technically speaking, I already knew about the strategy. Keep your work. I knew workers can hit them as you run past, but I never thought about using the scout, having a worker ready, and then using a scout to chase them, and the worker just hits them as they run past. Because the deer won't trigger by two different things at the same time. So, for example, if there was the worker here and a scout, let's say the scout here gets here first, and there's a worker here, the deer will trigger on the scout first, whichever one is closer, or whichever triggers it first. So yeah, that was an interesting strategy. But I also learned another thing about Asia, and I'm so glad I went Asia because I went Asia because I do go Asia because, and I went Asia because there's a huge tree line. I thought it was perfect. Also, good fish. Also, good little lake right here for food. And you see right here, this guy tries to bulwark rush this guy. Attempts, kills a few well, actually a tiger kills the workers. Huh. Okay. Fuck. Again. I keep doing this. So I ended up, okay, right here, I ended up attacking this guy with a bunch of spearmen. And ironically, he was also being attacked by stone warriors at the same time. So I decided, I'm just gonna I don't have enough. I'm away from the remainder of my spearmen that are coming in right now, and then I'm just gonna take all of this and then go straight for the temple. What I don't notice is that this guy, Salamander, had sent his scout in somewhere. I don't remember where his scout. Right here, Salamander had sent his scout in, and I felt an attack was coming, but I didn't know when. I thought maybe he was just, just chilling, letting it chill there. I didn't realize so much later that he was sending in huge amounts of spearmen, and I was like, oh crap. I immediately pulled all my forces back. Everything I had was straight over here. He kills quite a few of them, a few of my workers, not too many. He tries to go for my tail, but luckily I age up right on time too, so that was really good. Again, a lot of my workers, or quite a few of my workers, do die, but luckily I had my spearmen show up, and I ended up getting huge amounts of barracks. I had 7 barracks, spamming troops out. And they were fully upgraded Asian spearmen too, which for Asia isn't that much, but hey, it worked. And boom. Now, at this point, I was like, okay, you know what? Okay. At this point, I was like, you know what? We are going to get our revenge on Salamander. Now, there's two things you have. Okay, there's two things you should know about free for all. When doing a free for all match, there's two things: is knowing when to keep an opponent alive, and knowing when to defeat an opponent, and knowing when to finish an opponent off as early as possible. This guy aim. I don't know. I think I'm gonna say aim. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 was basically dead, more or less. He was dead. Real quick, I also attacked here. I went straight for his workers. Everyone here dies, but not before I do serious damage to his economy. So so I kept 1, 2, 3 alive. I was like, you know what? He is not a threat to me anymore. His base is basically ruined. He has no structures left. He's right next to an opponent. Orange over here. Actually, I'm just gonna use the color anyway. He's right next to an opponent, orange, so he's gonna have to deal with him. There's no point of him dealing with me. You see, he's building a wall to try to save himself. So there's no point of him, having to worry. And everyone else is, too far away to deal with me, and they're like all next to each other. I do have intelligence agency, by the way. I do get it later on, I believe. And oh yeah, you should always get intelligence agency when doing a free-for-all match. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. Always get intelligence agency in a free-for-all match. It tells you where everyone is, and it makes your life so much easier. So right here, I learned something about Asia which I never thought of doing in the past, because I always felt it was a huge waste of resources. But basically, what I would do is I would just get huge amounts of barracks. Now, this is a common thing for people who get Asia that I never do in particular, because I always felt it was a huge waste. But I was kind of desperate for troops, and plus I wanted to take out my opponents fast. But I would large amounts of barracks. I got 7 barracks, and I would just spam troops out. And it's incredible on how fast Asia can get their army back up and running in just seconds, really. In less than a minute, they get their army right back up. Done. Again, I go in for attack, and I'm gonna constantly keep sending waves at this guy until he breaks. Until I get my main force. Again, I knew these forces wouldn't succeed. My plan was to go for his economy, thus keeping him away from medieval, for as long as possible. That is. And as you see right here, this guy has nothing but spearmen. This guy has nothing but, this guy has nothing, literally nothing. This guy still has fight pits. And this guy has, again, nothing. Right here. I should really focus on the fight. And there's really nothing. I just went straight for his economy. Just went straight for the workers. And because he was Europe, it was a lot harder for him. Right here, this is my army. It was a huge force. Pikemen and Sipaks, perfect amount. I try to build towers close enough so that way, I can claim the territory. And you want to be able to see them right here. Boom, there we go. These are upgraded pikemen, and these heavy spearmen can do nothing. to my pikemen. Look at that. I just slaughtered his heavy spearmen with my AZAPs. Went straight in for his economy too. Right here, boom. Everything's just dead. I just go for I go for every structure I can find. Also, get more reinforcements to the front lines. I aim for his houses too. Get more sit packs. Boom, boom, everything just going. And at this point, he also deletes everything. Look right here. He just deletes all his structures. Oh yeah, this guy loses. He gets catapulted. Wow, there's a lot of freaking towers here. Oh, so this is why he has so many towers here. Anyway. Okay, so something. This is something I didn't know about Asia, about West Asia, Western Asia. Pikemen and Sitpacks can't destroy TCs that are in medieval. I did not know this. Only Janissaries can. It doesn't make any sense. Why can only Janissaries, the only foot troop, that can destroy the TC? These Janissaries are gonna be here for like the remainder of the freaking fight of this area. I just spent out just so long. I think they get to industrial before this guy actually just gives up. And I am just using these Janissaries, going in slowly. And I can't produce any more troops because I already maxed out on pikemen and Sitpacks. But anyways, once this guy just basically gives up, I immediately just go in and what's it called? Oh, yeah, over here. I immediately come over here, take my units, and go take out this guy right here, Samet. Yeah, I send in my entire force in. They have absolutely nothing right here. And I just slaughter everything. I destroy everything he has. I think he destroys everything he has too, or could be wrong. I'm gonna mute chat because it's just speaking. I don't know what this language is. I'm guessing. I don't know what that language is. I go in and I just immediately just destroy everything he has. Not a single structure standing because I want to go because I don't have when I realized that I didn't have the forces to destroy it, go straight for the TC. I was like, you know what? There's no point in me, going straight for TC. Let's just destroy everything. Then we can get the elephants. Because I do have the elephant houses up, and Janissaries to come in to finish this guy's TC. Again, I'm so freaking annoyed by this. Because this guy actually uses workers to actually fight back and actually killed quite a few of my Janissaries. And I wasn't paying attention, I was just letting them do what they were doing. And finally, I think right here I realized. And also, I also get a bunch of Janissaries, 13 Janissaries to come in and take out this guy's TC. to speed up time a little bit. He quit soon. Anyway, this purple guy was really just spamming. Like, look at this guy's. Look at Purple's like influence. Like he controls his entire southern area. Red gives up because I think he just gets attacked. I don't know what happened to Red. Purple just has a massive area over here. He comes in, destroys this guy. Love Orange or whatever. With his catapults, comes in, and I think he stops there. Oh yeah, I remember now. So he's gonna just move all his catapults here because I think he's gonna go take out this guy. I think that was his plan, but I don't think he realized I basically already finished him off. Also, I finally get elephants to come in and finish this guy off. But unfortunately, my Janissaries do it right before they arrive. 2, 1, done. And that's it for purple. Finally, took forever. But right here, my army, when I realized he was building a tower here, I realized that he was trying to go for this guy, but I had already defeated him, so I sent my forces in to literally just come finish this guy off. And because I had tons of Sipak or Mamelukes at this point, they're in pikemen, I just come in and just destroy all this guy's catapults. His entire force just gets wiped out. Again, it's taking forever. Janissary is taking forever. I really should have got the elephants sooner. But right here, at this point, is when things really just turn for the better for me. I get the elephants up. I go straight for the wall, for the gate, destroy it. There we go. I also get the little 6 and use my elephants to go straight for the temple. There was no waiting, and there was it. That was it. Done. Boom. Purple had a huge amounts of influence too around this area, so he was able to see all my troops, whereas I could not. And he also built tons of towers and look at all this. He built all of this stuff. But I did have industrial elephants, which really helped a lot. Now I will say India has virtually no anti armor or anti structures. 0. Really, the only thing they have is these the elephant trench mortars and then the regular ram elephants the battle elephants they could summon, and then like whatever, and the wheeled tanks. But the wheeled tanks are IR2. So in IR1, you were basically vulnerable to any form of structure. Now, I do know Mass 6 really do help with destroying buildings. So you have like a huge amount of them. They really do help. Although I do spend a lot. So this guy, okay. So I don't know what Purple was doing, but he kept like doubling his towers next to each other. I don't know if that was his. I don't know if that's a strategy or something he thought of. Like, I mean, it helped a little bit, but double towers. I mean. I guess to a degree, it's a good preventative. So one tower can support the other, but it really didn't do much. The only reason my elephants were kept dying at this rate is because they aren't good at destroying structures. Also, this guy had bombardier ships and was kept destroying his own base. These Skicks, though, are really good at destroying towers, at destroying structures. If you have a lot of them, that is. That's the only thing they're good That's the only time they're good. If you just have a lot of sick, I think building. Hold on. Oh, they all died. Around 20 damage at most to buildings. I get my elephant rams, and I was gonna go straight over here, destroy everything here, but then I went straight for all these stables and barracks, try to take them out. I take out this guy. I take out Purple's eco as fast as possible, and I just spent like a lot of time just running around because he had stretched his nation so far in different directions. Like I see, as workers here, workers over here, workers back here, workers all the way over here. And all his barracks were constantly being stretched out, so I had to go in and take them out one by one. Finally, I put my act together up. I was like, you know what? Yeah, not this. This has to end. So I get huge amounts of skicks and straight, I just straight mass rush them into, and they just obliterate this guy, and he just quits. Now, the last guy I had was yellow, and now I wasn't scared of yellow at all. I was not scared of him because he's still in medieval. Let's see, he's not even in late Middle Ages yet. Actually, wait, hold on. He has 70,000 food. Oh no! I wanted to show. Okay. Okay, real quick. I'm sorry. I get lots of Fury of Durgas. I get 8 or 7, and I just run them through this guy's base and just drop tigers off. I just spam tigers. Look at that. And these tigers just obliterate. Look at this. They just keep going. Now, tigers, in my opinion, are really good and powerful, but right here, they have like a 30-second timer. So, as you see, this guy has 70,000 food. 70,000 food. That is literally, you can literally like take all your workers off of food and onto other resources, and win, and like the game will end before you spend all that food. This guy, red. Okay, this is the remnants of red forces. Now, I put all my forces here, but I don't attack because I want to use the Fury of Durga more. So this is gonna be a little bit of like Fury of Durga fun. I want to see if I could win with the Fury of Durga. Okay, right here, I go in for another pass. Okay, right here. At first, it's a minor force, so I don't drop all of them at once. Boom. And then as soon as that happens, as soon as they keep running. And right here is where I just spam. Right here. I just spam the tigers out. And one thing you have to remember is I lost one Durga. But one thing you have to remember, you have to like command the tigers, because when you just spawn them in, they only attack when something is like right within their range. Like if something is like literally next to them, then they'll attack. But if you don't tell them to attack, they won't move. And all the tigers die. Okay, so in my opinion, I think people would use the Fury of Durga more if the tigers were had a longer lifespan. And did a little bit, probably do a little more DPS too, a little bit more, not too much, because they are Tigers, but they are only good at taking out like light infantry and workers. But right here, boom, right here, I just spam Tigers again, and now these Tigers against basically most of them are wounded longbowmen squad. Look at these Tigers. The Tigers just come in and just obliterate all the workers and all his entire army. Literally, Tigers obliterated this guy's army, and then they all died. They ran out of time. They have like, I don't even know what their timer is. Like, it's like 30 seconds, I think. I think this is the last pass too. I think he quits after this because he realizes he has nothing. Yeah, this guy's base is dead, all because of the Tigers that just came in. Yep, and he quits, and that's it. I won with the fear. I ended the fight with just winning with the Fury of Durga. Man, I would just love to see just a Fury of Durga rush, and then just people just like only producing Fury of Durga and just like running through everyone's base. Oh, that'd be fun. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and I'll see you all next time.